Hey guys, this is the Lovin Dubai show. It's Monday morning. We spoke about what the UAE employees really want in terms of working. The Dubai ruler's grandson got a high honour at Sandhurst, and the latest Love is Blind Habibi tea.
And if you missed the tea, the episode, don't forget to subscribe to the Lovin Dubai show podcast wherever you get your podcasts from, and enjoy.
Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about. Our top story for you today: a UAE report reveals majority of you do not want full remote working roles.
Well, that is surprising. And as well, Dubai's ruler's grandson receives high honour from Sandhurst.
We have some Love is Blind tea that dropped over the weekend. It's regarding Simo and Yasmine, and you might be able to guess what it is.
And as well, Shraddha Kapoor falls in love with Arabic Gahwa.
And then later on in the show at about 8:50, we're going to welcome Harry the Heel Chef and ask him how he catapulted to TikTok stardom. Super excited for the show to kick off. It's Christmas weekend. Oh my days, were you stuck in traffic this morning? Because I, for one, was not.
Of course, you're not going to get stuck in traffic. Schools are out. But as well, in today's rapid weather reports, I don't know if you guys have been noticing it, but it's kind of like cold. Expect highs of 25 degrees and humidity will be averaging at 63%. The weather is amazing.
The weather is weathering. No, it's freezing. I stole this off my mum yesterday and I'm not giving it back because it's so cold. I did not ask for this. I moved to Dubai for a reason. I want a nice 30 degrees. I left a pool yesterday because it was so chilly.
I know. It's really cold. I had friends who went to the beach because you live in Dubai, right? Doesn't really ever get that cold. And they couldn't stay. Because
same.
It's even colder when you're at the beach. It's even colder. The temperature is it's heightened.
Yeah, it's windier. Wrap up warm, especially if you're in an office like ours and it's freezing. Wear your winter woolies. We got a report last week that the weather was going to dip, and it certainly has. It's actually going to dip a little bit more into this week. So brace yourselves. The UAE winter has officially arrived.
We manifested this.
You did. I certainly did not.
Yeah. Well, actually, I've been maybe saying it for like the past, I don't know how long, a few months. Oh my God, I really want to wear my winter outfits. Yeah, look at my winter outfit, you guys. It's a blazer. Very creative.
No, those are nice, like winter Uggy type situation.
Yeah, because I was really cold. I was freezing. I'm like, you know what? Like and my mom was like, Farah, if you wear something cozy, from your feet, you will not feel that cold.
I always said I heard it was top down. Wear a hat and it keeps the warmth in.
Really? I don't know. My mom tells me if your feet are warm, you're not gonna feel that cold.
What moms say. In terms of it's something we should talk about another day on the show, because sometimes when you're sick you should drink this thing and it's 100% going to make you better. It's probably just bread and toast.
We should for sure say bye. I have a lot of hacks.
Good morning to everyone tuning in on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. If you enjoy the show and you'd like to hear it in podcast later, we do have a podcast as well. It's called the Lovin Dubai Show, and you'll find it wherever you find your podcasts. Let's jump into our top story of the day. UAE report reveals majority do not want full remote work roles. That's right. You want to be in the office. The people have spoken. You love your water cooler chats. You love office politics, and you love your office besties. A survey by Charisma Talent of Dulsco Group has revealed a surprising majority do not, in fact, want to work from home.
Well, that's actually very surprising, because as working models evolve and employees seek flexibility, this survey reveals 44% of respondents prefer working full-time in the office or primarily in the office with one remote day per week. Now, a significant 39% favor a hybrid work model, splitting their time between the office and home. And as well, just 16% of respondents prefer a fully remote work setup.
I actually get that. But do we like benefits? So not as much as you'd think. In the same survey, less than 80% of people think perks have actual value. 48% of people value financial rewards, such as end-of-year bonuses and commission structures, as highly as professional development. So you're happy to get your cash as much as you are to get your professional development opportunities, which include training, ongoing learning programs, and career advancement prospects. And then finally, 47% of employees deem health and wellness programs essential, while 44% expect premium medical insurance. I'm surprised to see more people deem health and wellness in the workplace more important than medical insurance. I just
Yeah.
think medical insurance is so expensive. Like, I just want like top tier. For me, I'd really value that highly. Is that because I'm old?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I want excellent medical insurance, so I don't have to, whenever I go.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with you, by the way, because like, you know, we're human. We get really sick, whether mentally or as well physically. So if you have a very good health insurance that can take care of both.
I want physio, I want dental.
We want it all. And we want as well, you know, like beauty. You know, I would love to have an insurance that can cover beauty treatments.
I don't think they do.
Yeah, but I would love for that. I would love if they would include that maybe one, I don't know, I'm manifesting it just like how I manifested the cold weather and as well Dubai being a walking city. I'm manifesting it, but to be honest with you, I agree with people who do not like remote working.
Yeah, I'm kind of same.
Yeah, because like it really kind of like gets annoying, and like if I'm working at home and my mom would see me working at home, she would not really understand that I'm working. She would think I'm like sitting and doing nothing just because I'm on my laptop and I'm on bed or in my room. Does not mean I'm not
maybe
working.
It's your situation that gives her the vibe that you're not working.
I mean, I don't think so, but you know, yeah, let's say it's the vibe, right? But I'm working, you know, and then she'll be like, oh yeah, Farah, you know, can you get me that thing? And I'll be like,
I think parents don't understand and kids certainly don't understand. So I can imagine that most people with kids would certainly value a hybrid, flexible option because you do get that home time, but also you get the away time.
And as well, I eat more when I'm working from home.
Yeah, it's very hard to keep. I find it, I couldn't imagine, like, you come to the office every day, so you shower for work, right?
Yeah.
If I was working from home, my timings would inch towards like 9 a.m. meeting, you know? So like you'd be like, and eventually I can imagine a couple of months in it'd be like laptop up on the bed. Hi. Because your routine would just go out the window. Like, why would you bother leave the house to go to the gym when you need to be back in the house?
Exactly.
So I get
100%, you know? And I'd probably be like, oh, I'll have the alarm, like let's say my shift starts at 8, right? And I have the alarm like at like 7.
7:59.
7. I'll be like, oh yeah, snooze. Oh, it's fine. I have a minute. I can have breakfast after this meeting.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
All of the pre-work errands would happen during work for sure. So we do get why people want a hybrid. More information on Lovin Dubai. If you'd like to read more about it, let's jump into our next story. Happening over the weekend, Dubai ruler's grandson receives high honour from Sandhurst Military Academy in the UK. So the title of Best International Cadet from the Royal Military Academy Sandhurst has been awarded to the first grandson of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum.
His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum received the prestigious honour of Best International Cadet in this intake from Sandhurst Military Academy in the United Kingdom. Now, it was truly a family affair as the occasion was celebrated at Sandhurst.
And it actually marks the first time the UAE has received this honour in the history of the Academy. So it is a significant milestone. You can see the ruler's uncle, who happens to be the Crown Prince of Dubai, in Sandhurst, watching him receive the honour, and then later he's welcomed in Dubai by the ruler of Dubai. Also congratulates his grandson on such an honour. Could you imagine what a proud moment that must be for him to be the first in the UAE to receive the honour, and then to just kind of go home and be like, yay.
I got it. I mean, it's beautiful. It really is, you know, and as well, like, as you said, he is the first grandson to actually receive that award. The hug, how he, like, greeted his family with the sword and then gave them a hug, it's very heartwarming.
We used to have quite a special award ceremony once a year in school, and the whole way through my 6 years, I never got an award.
Okay.
Which was fine. It was the top performers. But the year after, we got an invite to go to the awards. But because obviously I'm not the type of person to get an award, we just binned it.
Okay.
And then on the day of the awards, the year after I left, we got phone calls from friends like, Casey, we're there to accept your honour. Like, if that had been, you know, like to see, like for my mum, that would have been like the greatest day in her memory to have watched me get an award, because it's such a rare moment. Of
course.
And we binned it.
Of course.
So you just know it's a special family moment to see your your young'uns performing well.
That is true.
Outside of your own personal, like, I think you're amazing, but for other people to think they're amazing, it's special.
For sure. I mean, I agree with what you just said, because as well, my sister, she was a top performer in her school, interior design, and she won awards.
Wow.
And she would invite us all to have her like accept the awards, and I would see like my mom, she'd be like, that's my daughter.
Yeah.
And it's like a very emotional
You got like 10
moment.
cameras catching every moment just in case. Yeah, for
literally.
sure.
And it's very like an emotional moment, so I would definitely understand like His Highness's feelings and how he for sure felt so proud of.
Let's host a fake awards here and tell our moms that we've been awarded.
Yeah, so it's like
the Lovin Dubai Awards 2024, Casey and Farah. Mom, are you watching? And then we'll give the awards, and then like, we'll take medals. Never gonna happen. Let's jump into our next story.
No, it will happen. Anyways, now next story is all about some tea. So Simo and Yasmine from Love is Blind are spotted together, and this is all about drama alert. If you've been following Love is Blind, or if you watched it, you might remember the intense moments between Simo and Yasmine, from a rocky start to a dramatic fallout. Now, if you remember, Simo told Yasmine in the pods, I do not feel special, and that is because she was talking to other men. And then later on, he chose Hajar over her.
Thank you for that recap, because I watched the show and I couldn't quite remember. Now these two are turning a new page, if you can see that footage beside me. So over the weekend, Safa and Mohammed, one of the successful couples that everyone remembers, there they are beside me, they shared a story of Simo and Yasmine hanging out, telling us that something's going on.
Oh my God.
There.
So I saw that.
You saw it.
I saw the video this morning. Now, I felt something on the behalf of Yasmine.
Okay.
I don't know, because like I have seen how Simo treated Yasmine. And in the reunion, she said, because like, you know how like initially he told her like, I don't feel special, right? And then she said, if you want to feel special, you have to be special. Oh, and I was like,
strong line, Yasmine.
Girl,
I like
it. like she knew how to like reply to Simo. And when he left her for Hajar in the reunion, she had like a video where she said she was very like elegant and graceful. She's like, and to Simo, she said the same thing that she said in the pods. If you want to feel special, you have to be special. And everyone was like, ooh, that's another strike part 2.
Okay.
So we thought like, khalas, everything is done, right? Because he disrespected her, of course, because he chose Hajar over her.
Okay.
Right? And now they're back, and I felt like, breathe, Farah, breathe. Like, would you forgive someone or a guy that left you for someone else and then gaslit you, making you feel like you're crazy for talking to other guys when this?
But was that during the show when they hadn't met each other, and it was like probably a year and a half ago?
Yeah, but still.
I feel like the show happened. It was an amazing experience for them. The show ended a year ago. So it's very possible that they saw each other. They found that kind of connection that they had in the pods. There was clearly a connection there,
Yeah.
right? And something that happened in the pods, I don't think it's relevant in real life. So fast forward, question over, is this a real relationship that's happening now? I would ask that question. But I think if it is, it's very possible that it's real, and it's okay if she forgave him for like a shade in the pods because it was so long ago. It doesn't matter.
I mean, it's okay, but if I was like, I don't know. I felt a lot of like. It was like 5 a.m. in the morning, and I saw the video, and I was like,
no way.
Wallah. I was like, girl, it's like when you wake up and you see your best friend who goes like, oh yeah, I texted my ex, and you're like,
okay.
And I was like, it was the same kind of like feeling.
I get it.
And then it's like literally, and it was very obvious, like it's something real. And yeah, I understand that, she might have forgiven him and so on, but I don't know.
You're like her
about
bestie saying, hey, is Simo,
Cut
we
it
saw
out.
Simo on the show.
No.
Is he the right guy for you, Yasmine?
No.
Farah thinks no.
I think no.
I think if it's, I think it's Christmas.
No,
I think it's nice to have a somebody.
No, it's nice to have a somebody, but I just can't, because like in my head, if I am in her place, in her position, I could never forget that he chose another girl over me.
But you didn't see her. It was in the pods. It was a show. It was a TV show.
Is Masa here? Can Masa give me her opinion? Because I think she will agree with me.
Are we okay with Yasmine and Simo back together? Oh, yeah, Masa.
See, even Masa agrees with me, because like, he clearly had his arm around her, and it was I don't know, because like, I could never forget that. I could never forget the fact that I got another girl.
I see what you mean. Yeah. We were running overdue today. It's 8:53. Do stay tuned. We've got Harry the Heel Chef with us very, very shortly. But before we get there...
UAE culture. Now, Shraddha Kapoor falls in love with Arabic Gahwa. Shraddha Kapoor fell in love with Arabic Gahwa. Of course, the Bollywood star is making waves again, but this time it's not just for her on-screen charisma. She's obsessed with Arabic Gahwa.
Obsessed. The actress recently had a little trip to Abu Dhabi with the rest of the world. She was at F1 and her fans were watching every moment and loving her interest in the local culture.
Well, she didn't just sip on the iconic Arabic coffee, she as well learned how to make it. And Shraddha shared her excitement as she embraced the heritage and rituals behind the Gahwa, making in her own words. It added a special touch to her experience in the city.
So nice.
What's your favorite thing about the UAE culture?
My favorite thing? Oh, I don't know how to answer that. I don't know. I love, I don't know if this is part of culture, out to the desert. This is kind of like modern culture, right?
Okay.
When you see the families every weekend, big cars, everyone goes out, you spend the day in the desert, you start your fire, you have your camp, you have your coffee, even you camp out there, and it's so ingrained in, it's kind of like a modern culture bit.
Okay, I get
that. It just makes up the modern side of that, families make use of the stunning scenery around us, and you set up your beautiful campfire with your mats and your fires, and that's about it.
That is so, by the way, Arabic. I love that. I love it as well. But my favorite thing is al-Gaymat.
Okay.
I love it so much.
Tell me about it.
It's like a the dessert, small donuts, but they are a UAE.
Yes,
things, right?
I remember having
so
them
good.
Super fresh, just out of they're cooked crispy oil thing. They're so Moorish.
They're so good, and we have a very similar one in Syria called awamat, but nothing beats the UAE al-Gaymat. Nothing at all, because with the syrup.
Begins with an L, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I pronounce it.
No,
I call it like a look-a-mat.
Look,
I mean, say it properly.
It's al-Gaymat. Al-Gaymat,
okay. Yes,
and
they're so good.
in the UAE culture, that's how they are pronounced, and they're so good. And I love the fact that every national day at my university or even my school back then, the al-Gaymat was a very necessary thing. I'm not a coffee person. Maybe my parents would more drink the Arabic Gahwa, but I'm a al-Gaymat person. I love al-Gaymat.
I love when you go to an office and the first thing you're offered is coffee. I'm this is my kind of place. So you have lots of coffee. It's 8:56 on a Monday morning, and next up we're talking food sensation on TikTok. We've got Harry the Heel Chef talking how he makes these videos into internet viral success. Stay tuned. He'll be with us after this very short break. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Alrighty guys, today's guest is Harry Heel, also known as the Heel Chef, with over 3.8 million followers on TikTok and 77 million likes. He's the guy who makes cooking actually look easier than it is. He'll probably inspire you to cook something or at least try. We're so excited to welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here, Harry Heel.
Well, thank you for having me. It's a great honor.
This is insane.
Well, since I love food.
I haven't seen my videos up on big screen before. It's quite something.
I mean, of course, you seem to be a very good chef. Wow. And Jason, I love food. We love food.
It's good editing skills. I think that's what it comes down to. But,
not at all. Not at all.
No, because we all the time talk about food and we love food. But my first question is, why do they call you the Heel Chef?
So the Heel Chef is a name that actually I gave myself, and I'm slightly embarrassed to say so because I don't really think it's, one, like I don't really think of myself as a chef, I'm really just a home cook. And two, when I created the account, I remember I was sat in the UK at the time and I was thinking about, obviously creating this food account and seeing what I could do with it. And I was like, well, I want to incorporate my name somehow, but like what exactly? And then I was like, you know what, the Heel Chef, that'll be fine. I'll change it if I don't like it. So I created the account, I started posting videos. And then I was like, oh, I'm not sure I really like this name. I'll go and change it. And then I couldn't. It was like locked in. So anyway, I've been the Heel Chef ever since, and it's fine, but I don't think it's the most imaginative, but there we are.
That's so great. If you're watching and you want to start your career in social media, it's like starting a silly Hotmail when you're 12. Exactly. Be careful of your names, kids. You've heard it here first.
Something to be aware of, definitely.
So let's go back to, you wanted to start an account. When was that, and like, why did you want to start a home cooking account?
Yeah, absolutely. So it was during COVID. At that point, I'd been living in London for, 4 or 5 years. I've been working in business development for tech startups. I wasn't particularly fulfilled with my job or where my career was going. And I always wanted to do something creative on camera. And the only thing that I was particularly passionate about or thought that I could create some content around was food. And there was a real process leading up to it, but it ended up just being like, if I'm ever going to give this a go, this is the time. I've got all this time, and let's just see what happens. So I put up a couple of videos, nothing happens, but I enjoyed the process. And then I think it was maybe my 8th video, posted it, and instead of getting 100 million views and quite a few more likes, and then from there.
Wow.
Well, your videos are
Alrighty,
Can you teach us how to say this?
You have to start low, and then it comes to us, it's alrighty, guys.
Alrighty.
I thought that was AI enhanced.
Alrighty, guys.
Alrighty, guys.
Alrighty, guys.
Alrighty, guys.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. What was that first video? Video number 8?
Tuscan chicken, which was something that I had seen a couple of people create online, and I thought, well, that looks really good. I'll give that a go. And I was in London at the time, I wandered down to my local Tesco and just got the ingredients. And at this point, I was just doing everything on my phone, filmed it, edited it, voiceover, all very, very basic. And then I just put it, posted it on TikTok. And then, I'd spend the next hour just looking at it, seeing if it was doing anything. And then suddenly it just sort of gradually started to grow, and the numbers were going up, and it hit something like 5,000 views. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy. And then over the next sort of week or so, it just kept going up and up and up. And it was a very surreal moment, I have to say.
Life-changing chicken.
Life-changing chicken.
Life-changing
Grateful for the
chicken.
Tuscan chicken.
That is actually amazing, but I want to get back to Dubai now. Why did you start in Dubai, and as well, what's your Dubai starter story?
So how I moved here and sort of the process of that. So again, that was through COVID. So my partner Cynthia, she grew up here. She spent some of her childhood here, and her dad has a business, and they have lots of connections to Dubai. And during COVID, we found ourselves here somewhat unexpectedly, or at least I hadn't imagined to be in Dubai. And really, I kind of fell in love with it. I mean, it was just, I arrived here in January, so around this kind of time where the weather's amazing, and compared to the UK at the time, which was on full lockdown, it was kind of moved past that here, and everything was open. And to be completely honest with you, I was very much looking for a change from London. So it was all kind of just worked out to be great timing. And I saw an opportunity, and Cynthia as well, we were looking for a kind of a fresh start, and Dubai just happened to be that place, and I've loved it ever since.
How difficult was it to find the perfect kitchen for your job? Because I've never seen a kitchen look like your kitchens look.
Yeah, because I have to say, and I still don't think that I've found it, to be honest with you. I mean, look, it's a lot of, setting up the right angles, and we did. I mean, when we moved in, it was this sort of horrible black shiny counter, and there was these weird blue tiles behind the hob and so on. And we came in and someone just wrapped it and tidied it up a bit. And, so yeah, I mean, I've worked to get it to a place where I like the look of it, but it's still, I have this big bar, and it's kind of awkward to get the camera and the lights in, but I've done my best to work around it. But I'm hoping in the future I'll maybe have a bit more space to have a bit more flexibility. Yeah.
Well, of course, you've tried all food, right? But what is your favorite recipe to cook and why?
Yeah, I mean, it's very appropriate for this time of year because I think, honestly, like, back in the UK, obviously Sunday we do a roast. I really enjoy a Sunday roast, and I think particularly around, Christmas, the Christmas meal, that's probably my favorite with all the trimmings and some of my videos that I've done particularly well, my roast potatoes, and I love making roast potatoes and everything that goes along with it. So I would probably say a good roast is my favorite thing to cook, yeah.
I might get in trouble for this, but my fiance just loves cooking videos.
Oh, yeah?
Like, he sits and he scrolls, he looks at food all the time. And I'm just wondering, like, in your expertise, why do you think, like, these videos, they have millions and millions and millions of views because the roast potatoes look phenomenal, but why do you think people are so obsessed with food videos?
I think, food videos in general, why they're so engaging. I think everyone, we all eat, right? We're all looking for inspiration in terms of what to cook, at home. And I think it's something that is, and I also actually have to be honest with you, I think just the process of watching something being made is quite satisfying. And when it's something that you can imagine how it tastes, or it gives you that inspiration of maybe I'll try that this weekend. And then when it's all put together and it's edited nicely, it sort of comes together as a package that is, really quite engaging. So I think we can all relate to it. We all want to try it. And I think that's why people love it so much.
Mm-hmm. Well, now this is my favorite question. Have you ever tried cooking Arabic food?
Yeah, I have. So Cynthia's Lebanese.
Okay.
So I spent a lot of time in Lebanon. I've tried a lot of Arabic food. So yeah, I love it. And I have done a few Lebanese dishes in my videos. I love, like, I've made a few shawarmas and a few things like that. I love when you go and get the full meze, like batata hara. I love potatoes, so batata hara. But all of it, it's delicious. It's great.
What's your favorite Dubai Lebanese place to eat?
So I really like M Sharif. That's a great one, and Al Safadi is another one that I really like those two. Yeah.
Kind of recommendations this week. So it looks like major success on social media. Millions of likes, millions of followers. You started in, I think you said 2021 post-COVID.
Yes.
Has it always been plain sailing? After that video number 8, or was there moments where you're like, this just isn't worth it?
Yeah, of course. There's been many moments of self-doubt and, how sustainable is this career and, where is it going to lead? And you with social media, and I guess like anything in life, there's ups and downs. Sometimes your video is performing really well, sometimes you're not getting that same level of engagement, and it's hard to judge and adapt and sort of understand exactly what's going on. So yeah, I have definitely had periods of have I made the right choice, because I'm very passionate about and I love it, but there are other careers where you can quite clearly see where it'll end up. If I do this for a number of years, I'm going to get that promotion and then I'll end up there. Whereas with this, there's no real clear end point. So yeah, I have dwelled on that on many occasions, but I've just felt that as long as I keep working hard and I keep trying to improve at what I do, hopefully opportunities will continue to follow.
Well, I want to get to trends, since I am very much on TikTok.
Yeah.
What are the biggest food trends for 2025?
Oh my gosh, that's such a good question, and I'd love to know the answer, because then I'd be following them exactly. But I think, to be honest with you, what I have noticed is that particularly, and I think this goes less away from the food, perhaps it's more about the execution, but as social media has moved forward, particularly when I started, it was all quite simple. And now you see people, the way they're putting their videos together, it's almost like a full production. And obviously the food is a key part of that, and the execution of those recipes and so on is vital. But I think it's people are, with social media and how attention spans, it's about what's creating the most engaging video as a whole, as opposed to the food itself, I think. But again, I don't know exactly. I would love to know.
I know what you mean. You see those videos now, and it's like ASMR, and it's like,
yeah,
like it's wild. Yeah.
It's incredible the level of detail people are going into.
But it's interesting, because I think with your videos, it goes back. The videos that seem to have performed best are like the real classics, like the tiramisus, the just most traditional.
I think you're right, and I think something that I do fall back on sometimes is indulgence. If you want something really eye-catching, I think it's the less, or particularly what I've found is it's the less healthy dishes. It's the ones that are a bit naughty that you wouldn't be eating all the time, but people love to watch and certainly think about, and then eating later.
Think about it. That's true. Yeah. What is the most overdone food trend?
Good question. I've probably fallen victim to it a lot. I mean, there are definite classics you see on social media, like a carbonara. Like that's almost sometimes like a bit of a cheat code to getting a video to do well. But I don't think that was overdone so much because I think everyone loves it and it sort of rightfully deserves to be, you know, to get the attention that it does. But you see a lot of things like, I think the trends that I don't like that you see overdone is where it's like this isn't actually something that's genuinely edible. It's just purely done. So you know people like douse something in like some cheese sauce that just looks ridiculous, and it's like you know that doesn't taste good, and you're purely doing it for the engagement. So I think when you see people moving away from food that is like actually what people would cook at home and is more just for engagement, then I think, you know, is that the right direction? I don't think so.
Gotcha.
Well, you're a very famous chef, cook, but what's next for Harry Hill?
Yeah, it's a very good question, and I sometimes I feel like I have some clarity on that. Sometimes I feel like I don't. But you know, there's been some really interesting opportunities since moving here. I mean, I was working with DCT, Department of Culture and Tourism, recently. I was doing a week-long shoot down in Abu Dhabi, and that was a whole new sort of area of work for me, where I was kind of hosting and presenting and actually learning a bit of Arabic on camera and so on. And I really enjoyed that process. So I think I would like to do perhaps some more some work that is not always me cooking, but still being on camera, whether that's presenting, it's still food related, but I would like to explore that a bit more. But as I said, I just think that I'm hoping that as long as I, you know, stay true to my craft and try to improve, things will follow, and I keep quite an open mind. So opportunities come, I'm kind of happy to just like, yeah, I'll give it a crack, why not?
Love that attitude. But before you get there, I hope you'll play a quick game with us.
Sure.
It is called Hot or Not, the Foodie Edition with Harry Hill. So we'll tell you some things about food and you'll tell us if it's hot, and if it's not, you'll hit the buzzer.
Okay. So hot as in is good. I like it. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay, well, cheese wheel pasta.
Yeah, I think that is hot actually. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
It's not overdone.
I mean, it can. Yeah, it can. Look, I agree. It is overdone, but if someone put it in front of me, I'm going to eat it.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I think that is hot. Yeah.
Okay. The divisive question of our lifetime: pineapple on pizza.
I tried that.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's not for me. Yeah, I don't. I mean, look, I'm not super passionate about it. I'm not an Italian where I think it's an absolute sin, but I don't like it, and I think it is a slightly weird thing to have on there. But you know, each their own.
Well, avocado toast. Do you think it's like a trendy delight or it's overhyped? Ooh.
I think it's overhyped. No. Yeah, I mean, I'll eat it again, but I think it's something that is like, it's why has it got the attention that it has? It's nice, but like, I don't think it's something that needs to be on every single menu in every cafe, you know.
I do.
Wow.
What is your OG breakfast on the weekend if you don't have avocado toast?
So honestly, I mean, if I'm going to really treat myself, you know, I'd love a fry up, you know, like a proper classic English breakfast. I don't have that all the time, but yeah.
Fair enough. Dubai fixed chocolate.
I have to say I haven't had it.
What?
I know.
No way.
I know. Everyone's been raving about it, and I just, again, it's a trendy thing that I've just been like, you know, if the opportunity comes for me to try it, sure. But I'm not sort of actively like, oh, I need to go. And
do you like nafa at least?
I do like it.
Okay.
No, I'm sure it looks delicious, and I'm sure I would like it. But I haven't found myself racing out to be like, here's a food trend that I need to jump on. You know.
Got you.
Well, cooking using an air fryer.
Yeah, I'm all for it. That's hot. Yeah. I do it regularly. I don't do it so much in my videos, but I find that for quick and simple things, it's excellent. Also, if I'm ordering something that comes with fries, I always put the fries in the air fryer, reheat them, and get them crispy again because they so often become soggy. So that they're great for that. So yeah, no, I'm all for the air fryer.
What a great tip for McDonald's orders. And the last one, matcha granola plate, the TikTok trend.
Yeah, I can't even say that I've seen that one, but matcha, I just don't like it. Cynthia, she's always ordering matchas, and I just can't get my head around it. It tastes sort of like earthy dirt to me, so it's not for me. Yeah.
There you have it. Tips for cooking success. Harry Hill, thank you so much for joining us on this Monday morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
And best of luck. Thank you, Farah.
Thank you, Casey.
Thank you.
And that brings us to the end of the Lovin Dubai show on this Monday morning. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Bye-bye.